Good day. Welcome to Fireside with the Chaplain. It is another good day. It's cold outside. Well, I would say balmy if you're in Minnesota. We got a good mid-20s going on and nice snow on the ground. And I think I did 3 rounds of snow shoveling this morning. But it's awesome. I love this type of weather. I love this season. And one of the things I do think about now in the season of the holidays is how well do we listen? And it's funny that today's word of the day is listen. Hearing God in the midst of uncertainty. Hearing God in the midst of chaos. Hearing God in general. There are moments when life feels loud, full of opinions, pressures, and expectations that pull us in every which direction or another. In those moments, God's invitation is simple, yet challenging. It's to listen. Listening requires more than a set of functioning ears. Yeah. It demands a willing heart, especially when the future seems unclear. I think it's my wife who once brought to my attention that listening with one's heart is the third ear, and probably the ear that listens the clearest. As I went through the Bible this morning and stopped at Isaiah 7, I won't read all four verses as I'm getting tongue-tied here, but starting at verse 13 through 17, the gist of that section of Scripture is listen, please. God Himself is going to give you a sign. Watch for this. Those of you that see me daily know that yesterday's word of the day was watch, and how ironic or how divine is it that today's word is listen. God speaks these words to people standing in fear and uncertainty. Rather than offering immediate relief, God offers presence and promise. Listening in this passage is an act of trust, choosing to believe that God is at work even before the sign becomes visible. Wow. As I listen, I think of understanding listening to be more than just hearing words. It's choosing trust over fear. In Isaiah, God calls the people to listen, not because everything is comfortable, but because everything is uncertain. And in uncertainty, it's a good idea to be listening even more intently. When we listen deeply, we make space for God to speak hope into chaos, direction into confusion, and promise into waiting. Listening aligns our hearts with God's faithfulness, even when the outcome is unknown. Humanity's greatest fear, the unknown. Listening is an act of faith that what God says matters more than what we fear. Man, I'll say that again. That was good. Listening is an act of faith that what God says matters more than what we fear. Listening means giving focus, attention, with the intent of understanding, receiving, and responding. You see, God's call to listen is not about compliance. No, ma'am, no, sir. It's more about relationship. When we slow down and truly listen, we begin to recognize God's steady voice beneath the noise. Also, in our day-to-day living, interacting with humanity, Emmanuel, God with us, listening is critical to relationship. Listening shifts us from reacting to circumstances toward resting in God's guidance. It reminds us that God often speaks reassurance before resolution and presence before answers. I got 3 questions to reflect on. This will help you grow. Check it out. Number 1, what distractions are making it difficult for you to truly listen today? Just think about it. Number 2, what might God be inviting you to trust Him and His judgment instead of your fear? Or better yet, where might God be inviting you to trust His voice instead of fear? And then finally, number 3, how would the decisions that you make change if you listened more intently to God's guidance? Once again, if you don't remember anything from these few minutes with me today, remember this. When you choose to listen, you choose trust. And trust opens your heart to recognize God's presence even before the promise is fully revealed. The word of the day is listen. Thanks be to God. If this is blessing you, I encourage you to share any and everybody that you can think of, because one word can change somebody's life. This may be that word. And if you want to join Focus and Vision Ministries in blessing others, please click the links below to support us financially as we continue to stretch across the country. Give away the word of the day as we set out to help people thrive at life, doing the best they can in the situation they're in with the things that they have. Until we meet again, God bless you and God keep you, and be well.